All right. All right. All right. Y'all already know what's happening. Do ya? Before I say anything else, I need you guys to understand this. This is serious. And what you're about to hear is not a story time for entertainment. This is real. It's actually someone's lived experience. And she's probably with him still as we speak. So, if you're sensitive to topics including manipulation, control, or harming relationships, just take a moment and prepare yourself. This one is not really easy, and so I'm a little bit livid about it, but this needs to be heard. And one of my supporters came to me with this today, technically hours ago. So imagine me still yet trying to figure out how to say this, but I'm gonna have to say it. And if you know me, you already know why. I'm floaty. And one thing about me is I don't play when it comes to situations like this. And if something feels off, if something feels wrong, if someone is being harmed or controlled, I'm going to speak on it every single time. And yes, if it needs to be exposed, I will go there. Because too many people say in silence, thinking they're overreacting when in reality they're being disrespected, dismissed, or even worse in this situation. So I didn't have time or enough time to prepare myself for this one. Uh, but I'm gonna share it, and it's not for drama, but for awareness, protection, and to bring justice for this girl of what happened to her, and probably will continue happily to her if she stays in the relationship. So listen closely. Give me a second, chat, while I get my thoughts together here. I named it. I read it. I read the story and everything. And I named it. I thought I was just tired. I'm gonna let you guys sit on that one too. I thought I was just tired. I thought I was being dramatic after a fight. So it's about a couple who had a fight and an argument before they went on a family road trip to visit some family for a few weeks. From what I've been told, and my supporter sent me the entire paragraph of what this young lady went through. I don't have names or anything, so it's too bad I can't expose them, you know. Uh so I'm going to read the story. She said her boyfriend put Benadryl in her drink. Hold on to that thought. Her boyfriend put Benadryl in her drink on an 8-hour road trip because he didn't want to deal with her. Let that sink in for a second. Now, those of you that actually took Benadryl, not for sleep, obviously, but Benadryl when you got stung, yeah, by wasps and bees, I took Benadryl. So I know what it does to a person's body. When I took Benadryl after getting stung and everything, uh, by a wasp and the swelling just kept on coming, I had no choice but to take a Benadryl. I took two Benadryls. And let me tell you, it knocked me out for 3 hours tops. And then when I woke up, I felt groggy and a bit confused. And still yet, like, I felt like I was, like, still yet drowsy. Drowsy would be the word. So keep that in mind. An 8-hour road trip, her boyfriend put Benadryl in her drink because he didn't want to deal with her. Mind you guys, they just got into an argument before they left home. They were driving back to their home state to visit family for a few weeks. Before they left, they got into a fight. And she wanted to stay alone at her mother's house for a while, and he didn't want that. I'm trying to keep my feelings together right now. The tension was bad. I can only imagine. They decided to eat dinner before hitting the road so they wouldn't have to stop. Makes sense. But however, they didn't leave early. But not long after they started driving, she passed out. God, I got so much stuff. I got so much things I want to say, but I can't. I don't even. She doesn't even remember falling asleep. She woke up once and drank some Gatorade that he handed to her, and she passed out again. Guys, if we're gonna normalize that Benadryl is harmless, think again. It's actually this category of what he's doing is physical abuse. He's administrating something to her, which he has no problem doing whatsoever to her. Let me continue. She slept for 90% of the drive. Can you imagine just for a second of what he did to her? Just for a second. And I know a lot of people be like, it's just Benadryl, Floaty. It means no harm. 8 hours on the road. Because I know how you guys gonna come at me like this on this one. 8 hours on the road. And mind you guys already took Benadryl. Majority of us took Benadryl. We know what it does to a person. And this is something that blew my mind. Okay? Literally. But this stuff happens every single day. She kept saying how weird it was that she was so tired. If it's weird, if something feels off, yeah. Uh-huh. Then, I guess the next day, the tension eased and he made an offhand comment. He said he wishes he could drug her more when she acts out and argues with him. Let me sit that down for a second, chat, real quick. What the hell is she arguing with you for? Ain't nobody gonna argue with somebody if you haven't done anything wrong to that person to begin with. She wouldn't be lashing out to him. You know? Whatever the argument may be, golly. She asked him what he was talking about. She don't even know. Can you imagine that? Can you just imagine that? Oh my God. He told her he put Benadryl in her drink before they left. That's why she slept the whole way. He said it wasn't a big deal. See. What he doesn't understand is that by law, this whole thing that he just did to her Benadryl falls under poisoning someone, administrating something to someone without their knowledge, without their consent. That's what he did. This dude needs to be in jail. This dude needs to be behind bars for his actions. He literally doused her with Benadryl because he didn't want to deal with her. So in other words, he silenced her. Oh man. Oh man. And you know what? The story gets even worse. Let me continue. Oh Lord, I swear to God, man, I don't understand people. Lord have mercy. Help me get through the story. Um he said it wasn't a big deal, like it was a clever solution to a problem. Clever solution. Let me tell you something, bro. I hope you hear me out loud and clear. And to those who are actually doing this to their partner, because this stuff does happen, guys. All right. Clever solution. No, you just silenced her voice because she's arguing you with something, and you guys can't even work it out. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I wish I knew his damn name. I would expose him because obviously he don't get to sit comfortable. You don't get to sit comfortable after doing something like that to someone you supposed to be in love with. Like she just said, like her cautiousness was an inconvenience he could medicate away. She thought she was just tired. She thought she was being dramatic about the fight. I want to know what the fight was about for him to do this, obviously. Because it's something. It's something. It's something bad, whatever it may be. Hell, maybe he cheated on her. Who knows? She found out. She argues about it. I don't know, chat. She didn't go further in the story. But her boyfriend admitted he chemically sedated her for an 8-hour drive because he didn't want to hear her. They have been together long enough, I don't know how long enough that she thought she knew him. Now I'm wondering what else he's done when he acted out. Let me tell you something. He probably done this multiple times to her. Multiple times to her. Because why is he just talking so comfortable like it's nothing? He's done this before. And if it's not to her, it's probably to someone else. You know? What else has he slipped into my food when I was being difficult? And how many times has she felt groggy and confused and thought it was just her? Oh, you know what? At this point, this is the part where law enforcement just needs to come in, man. I hope this girl actually reports this shit. I really do. I'm not holding back on what I feel about this. He says, hold on now. I'm getting way too ahead. She didn't sleep in the same room since he told her. He says she's overreacting. She's not overreacting. She has every right. Her feelings are valid. At the end of the day, you did this to her. And God knows how long. And God knows how many times. Because now you got her questioning how many times has he done this to me since I always argue with him? How many times? Her mind is wandering right now with a bunch of questions. Oh, the audacity is so loud in this one. He says it was just Benadryl. But dude, does he understand what Benadryl is used for? Does he? Hell no, he doesn't. And he also should know he can go to jail for this because that's poisoning someone. That's physical abuse. You don't even have to beat on the person in order for it to be a physical abuse. Oh my God. He says she would have fallen asleep anyway. Then why that's the thing. Why on earth did you do it to begin with? If you knew she was gonna fall asleep anyways without the Benadryl, why the hell did you still giving it to her without her consent? And that Gatorade that I just mentioned, where she woke up and he gave it to her, he was the freaking thing was already inside the Gatorade. Is she wrong for wanting to leave her boyfriend because he drugged her without her knowledge? It's not wrong. Better yet, run. Bruh. Bruh, for real, man. Better yet, she needs to leave. Because as long as she stays in this relationship, she's not safe. Period. She's actually in terrible danger. Let's just call it as is. Terrible, terrible danger. I don't care how long you known him for and how much you experienced together, but when someone actually abuses you like this, don't normalize it. Don't even say anything. Just go straight to the police, file a complaint, go straight to the emergency room and let them do all kinds of tests. And if it is that you have Benadryl in your system and stuff, oh yeah. Oh God. And then the next question is, or is a man who puts medicine in your drink so he doesn't have to listen to you, just showing you exactly how he'll handle every future disagreement. And that's the story, guys. But the thing is, I'm not done yet. So, from what I gathered so far, she thought she was tired. She thought she was being dramatic after a fight. She thought she was safe, but she wasn't. Her boyfriend put Benadryl in her drink before an 8-hour road trip because he didn't want to deal with her arguing. She didn't know. She didn't consent. It's obvious. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna argue with you and so just give me some Benadryl and knock me out so you don't have to deal with me no more. No, that's crazy. And ain't nobody gonna consent to that. You know? She just started fading out like her body wasn't even hers anymore. It wasn't. That night it wasn't. Or whatever day it was. She woke up briefly confused, drank something he handed her, and then she got knocked out again. Because obviously that's what Benadryl does. It makes you feel groggy when you wake up. It makes you feel sleepy so you don't want to sleep again, you know? But imagine an 8-hour drive, chat, for real. Let's just think about this for a second. Because obviously I'm in my feels right now about this story. I don't like it, you know? But it needs to be talked about because ain't nobody gonna talk about it. And one of my supporters decided, hey, I'm gonna get Floaty involved because I know she's gonna have something to say about this. I actually do. I have a lot to say about this, but I've been told to keep it clean and try to keep it down on less of being chaotic. This is a girl's life on the line. And if y'all are agreeing with him saying, well, Benadryl is just going to put you to sleep, it doesn't matter, think again. Read the law. It's in black and white letters, man. It falls. This whole thing that he did to her is a crime. It falls under poisoning. Y'all need to pay attention for real. Pay attention. Because I know what most of y'all are talking about right now and saying that you guys thoughts, oh, you're just making a big deal. It's not a big deal. Yes, the hell it is a big deal. It's a damn big deal that someone would do this to someone they love. It's a big deal. It's sad. It's a whole sad situation. She didn't consent. She woke up briefly confused again. And most of that drive, she was unconscious. Anything could have happened to her in that car. She could have died and everything. She wouldn't have woken up. You know what I mean? But thank God she did. Because now her story, her voice is being heard online. So if you guys hear a story about this, just know Floaty already covered it, and I'm gonna continue covering it, and I'm gonna continue shouting out to the top of my lungs that something needs to be done to this dude. He needs to be locked up for real, so he doesn't do this again. Because it's obvious that he's done this multiple times, and she might not be the only victim. And I'm sorry to say, but she is a victim at this point. And when she finally questioned how strange it all felt, he told her like it was nothing. That's what I got. Like it was normal. Like she was the problem that needs to be managed. And he even said he wished he could drug her more when she act out. That's not love. That's not care. That's not even a joke. And that is someone treating your cautiousness like an inconvenience. And the scariest part, she started questioning herself. That's the scariest part. Question how many times, like I said before, did she think she was just tired? And how many moments did she think she was confused when she was actually being altered without her knowledge? When someone can decide your body is easier with a sleep, you're no longer in a safe relationship. Let me repeat that one more time for the people in the back, on the sides, and in the front, and above and below. When someone can decide your body is easier to deal with while you are asleep, you are no longer in a safe relationship. Period. You're not. I don't know who. I know this is might not be the only person. I'm speaking for all. And when she tries to process it, she was told she was overreacting. But let me be clear. Floaty clear. If someone can secretly sedate you to avoid conflict, they're showing you exactly how they will handle you and every disagreement moving forward. So the longer she stays in this relationship with him, he's going to handle her the same way moving forward. Not with communication. It's, as you all heard the story, not with respect, because this guy got zero, and not, but with control. And I don't speak on this as confusion, okay? I'm speaking on it as clarity because it needs to be said. And my voice is loud enough to speak on it. Because love does not silence you. Love does not remove your consent. Love does not drug you into obedience. And if you ever find yourself shrinking your instincts just to keep somebody else comfortable, that is your sign and that is your moment to leave. And you deserve to be awake for your own life. I said what I said. It's been said. Man.